Good evening. My name's Bill Ball, and I'm here to share with you this evening how we get a new member started in our business. This great home-based business opportunity that we have here with Valentus. How do you maximize this? How do you get the most out of this for you and your family? So I'm going to share that with you here tonight. I'm going to go into my screen share. Just give me a minute and we'll get started. All right. So this document that I'm sharing here can be found on the Java Empower Group Facebook page. That's our team Facebook page where we share all of our important information and announcements. So when I get a brand new member started in Valentus, the first thing that I learned in this profession, going back 13 years ago when I first got started, I asked my mentor, I said, look, I want to make as much money as you are. He was making $6 million a year. I said, I want to do what you're doing. He says, Bill, let me ask you a question. He said, why are you doing this? And I said, well, Mike, I'm doing this for my family. I'm doing this because I want to leave a legacy behind. He goes, that's it. He goes, you got to have a burning hot desire. You got to understand why you're getting up in the morning. And, more importantly, you got to understand, you got to ask your new team members why they're doing this. Like find out where they are so you can help them exactly where they're at. Maybe they don't want to build a legacy for their family. Maybe they just want to make an extra $500 a month, whatever it might be. He said, but you got to figure out what it is that they're looking to do so you can meet them wherever they're at and help them in their career. And I said, that's a great idea. So, that's the first thing we like to try to determine when we get somebody started brand new. Why are you doing this? What's your why? Number two, schedule your virtual launch within 7 days of getting started. Now, let me tell you how critical it is to have a launch. If you ever have been to a grand opening of somebody else's business, like maybe a restaurant or a gas station or a store of some type, whatever it might be, if you got a friend or family member or somebody else that opened up, some type of business, people always have a grand opening. So it's so critical that you schedule your grand opening for your Valentus business within the first 7 days. Now, it's a virtual launch. We do this virtually. We do it virtually over the internet. So you can invite anybody from anywhere, anytime. Now, the great thing about this is it's from your living room. All you have to do is, make a list, invite a bunch of people to show up to your grand opening. And I'm going to teach you how, as we go a little further, how to actually invite people. Hang on, I got to mute everybody here. Thank you. Okay. I'm going to teach you how to invite people as we go a little further. Now, number three, you want to join the team Facebook group, Java Empower Group. That's an important step so you can stay plugged in. Number four, watch the launch video on that group page. It's pinned to the top. Number five, join the Valentus Company Facebook page, Valentus Corp. Number six, download the Share Valentus app. I can't begin to explain to you enough how important this app is. It's one of the single biggest ways that I build our Valentus business. I use it as a tool every single day. If you don't have the app, you got to get it. Okay. It's that important. Like you need to have this to build your business. Right. And I'll give you an example. So, just the other day I was at a place getting stuff for the house, the Home Depot. And the teller behind the counter was like really, the person that waited on me was really a go-getter, very industrious person. And I said, hey, let me ask you a question. Do you look at other ways to make money outside of what you do here at Home Depot? You don't have to stop your career or anything. Do you look at other ways? He said, yeah, of course I do. I said, well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to give you my card here. If you would, text me your information when you're free. I don't want to take up your time now because you're at work, but when you're free, text me your information. I got something I want to share with you. Sure enough, they texted me their information. And I went right on my app. I sent them a link from my app like I promised I would. And the person took the tour. They're in my system right now looking at the products. Now, all I have to do is follow up. And the app even tells me like who I have to follow up with, how much of the videos they watched. It's really a powerful tool. Number seven, subscribe to the free text alerts at valentustools.com/text alerts. Make sure you're getting all the alerts on all the calls we have. Number eight, make your list. Now, this is one of the most important things that you can do is making your list. A lot of people think that they can just go through their phone or invite a couple people off the top of their head. But, here's what I'll share with you about that. If you treat this like a business, it'll pay you like a business. If you literally sit down and you make a list, I made a list of 100 people when I first got started, 100 people I wanted to share with. And you might be saying to yourself, well, 100 people, that sounds like a lot of people, Bill. Well, go to page 14 on the memory jogger in your back office, right? Go to your back office, go to page 14, and it gives you this memory jogger that asks you all kinds of questions. Who cut your hair? Who did your fingernails? Who sold you your car? Who do you know that's a go-getter? Who do you know that is a real estate agent? So you can literally put a name next to every single one of these occupations or questions. Here's what I'll caution you not to do. Don't prejudge. Now, a lot of people in our profession, when they first get started, they think to themselves, well, I don't think Lisa would ever do this. She's got way too much money. Here's what I can tell you about that. People that have a lot of money like to look at other ways to make money. People that are busy are never too busy to take a look at something else. If you're afraid to put them on your list, that's somebody you really need to put on your list. Now, and then again, I would put people on my list that really need an opportunity, because those who you think will do this business won't, and those who you think won't will. There's absolutely no formula to it. Now, if you approach everybody, I approach everybody from a business perspective because I'm a businessman and I treat this like a business. So when I approach people, I'm looking for go-getters. I'm looking for people that look at making other ways of making money outside of what they currently do. I'm looking for people that, want to improve their life. Now, some people are more, comfortable approaching people about the product, and that's fine. There's no right way or wrong way. I can just tell you, based on my experience in this business, for me, it's going a lot faster when I introduce it to what I call A players. That's former business owners, people with circles of influence, and people that are going to get stuff done. Those are the people that take this business far and fast. Number 9, practice inviting your list to the party. I'm going to teach you how to invite. Less is more. You say too much, like don't get caught in the trap where you think you have to say too much to people. If I was going to call Antoinette on the phone and invite her to a launch party I'm having, and I started telling her all about the herbs in the coffee and how it works, and how the hibernate works, and how the this and that works, it's way too much information. I'm keeping it short and simple. In fact, let me go down and teach you how I suggest people invite to this. Calling is the best way. If you call people on the phone, pick up the phone, make that phone call. That's really the best way to invite people. Mass texts, emails, they just don't work. It's not personal enough for me. I like to pick up the phone. And, if I'm picking up the phone and I'm inviting Pastor Larry, I'm calling Pastor Larry up and I'm saying, hey, Pastor Larry, I just found out about something I have to share with you. Do you have a minute? Now, why do I want to ask Pastor Larry if he has a minute? Because if he's in the middle of something, if there's some crisis going on that he's dealing with and he can't talk, but he just answered because it was me and he said, I want to answer. I don't want to bombard him with something right now. I'm going to say, can I call you back? And I do. I call him back. So, if I call back, what I say is, hey, Pastor Larry, I called you before. And hey, look, I was wondering, do you drink coffee or know someone who does? And, right away the response is, well, yeah, of course. I just found out about a brand new product. It's weight loss coffee. And then I do a dramatic pause. And then I wait for the response because it always goes something like this. What? Did you just say weight loss coffee? That's brilliant. Where do I get it? Well, you know what? This product's so awesome. I'm having a virtual party this Thursday. You have to see it. It's amazing. We're going to cover some more details about it. We've also got some other amazing products we're going to be reviewing. Can I count on you to tune in? And he says, yes. Of course he says yes. I go, great. Hey, I'll see you then. Hey, by the way, Pastor Larry, here's what I'm going to do. And now I go into this part of it. I put him on tour. I say, Pastor Larry, I have a link I'm going to send you so you have some information before my virtual party coming up this Thursday. It's going to ask you to put in your name, your email, your phone number, so you can see some of the other great products. Sound good? Good. I'll send you the link. Okay. That's how simple the invite is. Like if you start getting way into, here's what's in this product. And, Dr. Ahrens makes this amazing product called Emulin, and you're never going to believe it. We've got people that aren't on crutches anymore and people that don't have, inflammation in their body. And it works this way because of the grapefruit. And he isolated a compound. Too much information. You start giving, here's what I found about giving people too much information. They think they know it all already. I think of it like this. If you ever watched a good Hollywood movie trailer, they only show you like the best parts, right? The beginning, the middle, and the end. Like they just show you little snippets, not even at the end, just like close to it. So you're just like questioning, like, what's it all about? Like I have to go see that movie, right? Like I gotta be there. That's why you don't want to give too much information, because if you tell the whole movie, they're not going to show up. So keep the interest. Okay. Now, number 10, make sure you update your Facebook status. I can't tell you how important this is, that you make a post that says something like this. I just started drinking weight loss coffee and it tastes delicious. Very important post. Why is it so important? You're telling the world, you're telling your social media, you're telling everybody, but you're just giving them a little taste. And again, if they reach out to you on this post, don't bombard them with all the information. Like, don't bombard them with, here it is, here's my website, here's my link. Here's what I like to do. I like to say, I'm going to send, and I put this publicly on my post, I'm going to send you a private message. Well, what's everybody thinking right away when somebody says that? I'm going to send you a private message. Well, everybody's thinking right away, holy cow, I need this private message. What's it all about? Right? Because again, if you give it all away, they're not going to want to see the movie. Keep their interest. I have a person on our team who did this post and she got 395 inquiries. No kidding. Because she put a before and after picture of herself and it was breathtaking, right? Absolutely. What are our goals? First of all, if you want to make money fast, make your list and share the tour. That's number one. Number two, build your foundation team. Number three, start your legacy team. That's our goals here. Plug into the system, guys. Every Wednesday night at 8:45, we do this new member launch call. At 9 o'clock sharp, in 2 minutes, we're going to start the opportunity portion of our call. That's where you're going to invite people that you want to see the opportunity portion. You'll see that in a minute. Your website is myvalentus.com with your URL. That's where you're going to invite people that buy your products or try your products. Your back office is valentus.com. You have a username and password. That's where you're going to put your loyalty purchase information, check out your team, all these other good things. You can go to valentuscalls.com and add all of our calls to your calendar. They're all listed right there. Very important. Treat it like a college education, guys. Here's what I can tell you. It's free. It's there. It's easy to do, but it's easy not to do. Take the initiative to open up this valentuscalls.com. Go there, put it in your calendar. Make sure you're investing in yourself by not missing one single call, one single webinar, one single whatever it might be, even if you have to just watch the recording. Like later on, maybe you had a meeting that you couldn't miss and you've got to see the recording, right? But you've got to see it. Don't waste this precious moment in time that we have here. Things are about to go wild. May 1st, you're not going to believe it. So I want to thank everyone for being here. We're going to start this webinar in 1 minute sharp. I am going to end this one. So thank you. God bless for being. Thanks for being here.
เขาพุ่งมันคำพูดว่ามีน้ำมือทีเลยเด็กกับข้าวก็สันดาลา
เอาคนขาว
Hello, guys. Good evening.
Hi. No.
Hey, good evening, everybody.
Hello.
How are you? Good to see everybody here. All right, we're going to get started in just 2 minutes here. Let me admit a couple of more people. We got some people loading up right now. Welcome, everybody. This is our Valentus opportunity call. If you were just on and you saw, the tail end of our new member launch, every Wednesday night at 8:45 p.m. Eastern time, I do a new member launch, and that's for brand new members. Am I recording?
You are?
I think
Did you